Chat.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, Raptoria. Welcome back. Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here. Good to see you all. Merry Christmas if you weren't here the last couple of days. Happy holidays, everybody. New Year's coming soon. Steam sale going on, not ending until the 5th of January, so make sure that anything you've added to your wish list or whatnot you pick up, because it's a good time, like any time, to buy some stuff on Steam. But now, even better, because that discount is good for all games, including City Skylines, which we're playing today. Going to jump back into our city from last couple of days. A new city. Same city, but new city, right? Like, it's pretty fresh. We're only, a few hours into it. So it hasn't yet achieved its full greatness yet. So we'll jump in just a moment. Thank you very much for leaving likes. Thank you very much for saying hi in the chat. Thanks for being here. I hope you're all relaxed and that a lot of you have the day off. Or a lot of you, I'm sure, I know I would take the week off from after Christmas till the New Year's. Plus, it's like a full week of between Christmas and New Year's, basically, right? A whole work week. So welcome aboard. Good to see you as always. Thank you very much for tuning in. Been an amazing last couple of days of streams. Been a lot of fun. And so we'll jump back into City Skylines and pick up where we left off. I wanted to do a lot of building games this week, and I think we'll just kind of play it by ear. Got a lot of city builders that I want to play, and we'll probably continue that into January, because a lot of them are too fun to just play more than one time. I was thinking about just playing this on the weekends, but nah, I had too much fun yesterday. Yeah, holiday sweaters back on. Maybe I'll just continue to wear this every day. Like, just wear it over another shirt, and I never get enough opportunity to wear it. It's very nice. I wish YouTube would send us some more, but it's a very, very classy sweater. I wish they would send it. It's an ugly sweater, but not really. It's very good. Really cozy, too. Actually, very warm. So I need to get some more mileage on it because it's nice. It's nice. So thanks, YouTube, for that. Oh, boy, chat. Welcome back. Good to see you all here. Welcome, welcome. Oh, yeah, agricultural district today. That is something we could get to. Trying to get our population numbers up so we can unlock a few more things. But you're right. I think we've actually unlocked farming. And we already started with like a little forestry industry, which is cool because it's made us a lot of money. Like, you wouldn't think of us building a space center. We would, need logs, but we need money, and that's what those logs give us. So over here, we're eventually going to build our space center, rocket site, and a few other buildings. We'll do a lot of our tech stuff off of this island, and maybe do a nature reserve down here or something like that. But anyway, let's get cracking. So we're making some good money. And we're making some good everything, actually. The city's turning out really nice so far, I've got to say. Yeah, turning out real nice. And same with our logging area. All right, let's go ahead and, yeah, the agricultural thing. I think if we're going to do that, it's going to be up here. And so we'd probably have to make like another intersection here and connect the logging area and start doing some farming over there. I want to keep the windmills into the city design, but I want to go for more cleaner power. The DLC that gives you logging industry is called the Industrial DLC, or the Industry DLC. That's probably one of the best. If you said what are the top 3, Industry would probably be like number 1, because it makes it feel a lot like my other love, which is Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. And I like that game because it focuses a lot more on like the things that your city and your citizens in your cities can build and do. Like here, it's a lot of it's just based on money, but there's still a lot more. Like you can mine out ore and oil and stuff, but that kind of just gives you money for the most part. Aside from like building a rocket, everything else is like you can mine ore, smelt it into alloy or something like that, put it into the car industry, but ultimately you'd sell those cars and then it comes back as money. Like the more complicated you make it, the more money you make. But I want it to be more usability. But the nice thing about some of the renewable industries like farming and forestry is that they're renewable, so you don't really, like, they never really cease to exist. They're always going to be important. Yeah, let's do a main farm building. Chat, I'm glad you mentioned that. Some really, really great farmland here and over here too. Unfortunately, we were going to build our city here on this side too, but we could also do some farming down there. But let's try to make the most of the land we got for farming over here. And we'll do a nice little farm. How are we doing on power? Let's take a look at all of our other numbers. Power's great. Water's pretty good. We're going to need a lot more of that for the farm. Garbage capacity's good. Health is pretty good. Not bad. Fire, we're going to need a new fire station over here in the new district. Let's go ahead and put down another one of those. I love this content creator fire station, this fire safety center, which is from the Heart of Korea DLC. Love that. Gonna plop that in right over there. It's actually perfect size for these office buildings. Really nice. All right. Yeah, so farming. So I think first we should make a district for farming. So let's give them like a little district. We could paint the district too, but I think first I'm going to work on fencing. Which is there. I keep using the zoo fence as like a quote-unquote sound barrier. But I guess we could upgrade our highway to finally have that. Yeah. So how many lanes is this? 3 lane? And we could switch these 1 lanes to... Can we do a highway on-ramps with sound barrier? 1-way highway with sound barrier. That's good. Let's do that. Connect everything that way. And then... I think we'll just do the on-ramp over here. Nice. We'll leave it exposed like that. Not bad. Wow, even the sound barrier has some nice detailing to it. It's not just flat. It actually looks nice. Alright. Yeah, we gotta keep it quiet for these neighborhoods over here. These people are trying to sleep. Alright, so we're gonna focus on this district up here today. If we're going to send astronauts to space and colonize the world or the galaxy, I think we could go well beyond that, chat. Rather than just saying, oh, we're going to launch a rocket, there you go. Maybe we're going to get ready to, like, colonize other planets. We're getting ready to aboard the Ixion, if you've seen that one. Hey, what's up, Caffel? Nice city. Thanks, dude. That's nice of you. Yeah, welcome, chat. These are... I was waiting for this time of year because I think, honestly... just right after Christmas to about like the week after Christmas and the week into like the New Year, it's pretty chill. Like there's really not much, you know, there's all the hustle and bustle from, especially for the Americans, from Thanksgiving until Christmas. But then after that, it's kind of like it gets a lot more chill. Things become a lot more, I don't know, just a good time to catch up on movies and stuff like that. Administrator, there's been an accident aboard the Tycoon. Dude, I liked Ixion. There was some pretty big problems with that game at the very start in terms of balancing, but at least there wasn't any like major crashing issues or anything like that. So, but I hope that game just gets even better. I didn't think it was that bad. I recommend Ixion. You want more Cities Skylines live streams? Yeah. Well, live streams are not like, you know, a lot of people don't have time to watch them all, but at least we all get to hang out and chill and chat, and you guys get to like give some feedback too, and like make suggestions and ask questions. I don't know, that makes it more fun. It's well more worth everybody's time. Okay. That's nice. These neighborhoods here should just be covered in trees, both for the sound barrier and because it looks nice. There we go. Not too many trees, but it looks good. All right, so if we're going to do farming, I guess we got to go off this way. And link it around. Is this an industrial road? I'm pretty sure that's an industrial road, yeah. So let's do a 2-lane. What if there's more options for industrial roads? Nah, just small. That's fine. I couldn't imagine a lot of traffic at the start. But if our scientists are going to figure out how to, I guess our university students can also study at the farms too. So that way they can learn how to make the best foods for space, etc. We'll all tie it into the space program somehow. Dehydrated space ice cream, yeah. Yeah, alright. Well, let's label this a farming district. I guess we just make it a quote-unquote industry area? Okay. Cool. A daffodil center. Wait, how can there be... what? How can there be trash at the city arch? Just a bunch of people standing under the city arch to just dump trash? That is weird. That is very strange. Hey, what's up, Kieran? Yeah, I had a great Christmas. Good times. Isn't that weird? It's just a bunch of people piled up under an arch, throwing their trash out. Well, at least a trash truck came over finally. Alright, let's build a new industry. I think we need to redo the city's power sources eventually. How are we doing on groundwater pollution? Ooh, nice. It's getting cleared up. Still not great down here, but this is where we want it, down here, not here. Looks like it's clearing up. Super duper. Okay, so we need the farming industry to be inside the zone. I think it's going to be a shared zone. Do you put storages of a specific industry or balanced or empty? Well, right now I only have one industry, so it's just set to, like, logs are just set to balanced. That industry is working pretty well. I think it's about to hit 2 stars. No, it did. Maybe 3 stars soon. Just need more workers. We'll come back to that one soon. Okay, we need to build a road for our windmills. I really should go to the workshop and download newer windmills. I haven't really wanted to do mods yet, but one thing I'll do is probably design with vanilla and then go back and redesign with mods. So that way when I know what I want there, I can then just change what's there and how it works. Yeah, the forest industry is really good. Very profitable, very clean. Works nicely. Alright, we got a farm in place. Main farm and building. Hey, what's up, Lisa? I think I want to put it this way. Yay! Alright, we've unlocked grain silo, animal pasture, crop fields, fruit fields. Good. Good. I think we'll start here. Hey, what's up, Aaron? Alright, water and power. You know, before I build power plants, let's build some fields. I don't even know if these have to be electrified. It'd be hilarious if they did. Alright, there's the forest industry fence too, yeah. Or the farm fence. Nice. Oh wow, it takes power too? I think it just expands its footprint so it can be connected to other buildings more conveniently. Okay, what's the footprint of that? It is a 4 by, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's a 4 by 8. Okay. I think that's right. Yeah, we'll start with fruits and vegetables. Cotton. And as for this, oranges, pears, a greenhouse. Let's do apples. Yeah, sweet. And then we can start making clothing from apples. Isn't that how they make apple bottom jeans? Or is that just boots with the fur? Okay, so that should have power. Oh, the fields have to be watered that way. I thought that's how they made apple bottom jeans. Am I starting on an Applebee's? Oh, true. Actually, I don't know if the... Oh, that'd be cool if we could actually have like an apiary for making honey. That's kind of more smaller scale, I think, but... It looks like they have conifers next to this. Yeah, honey is nice, yep. Alright, cool. So now we have a second industry going. A renewable one. That looks nice. Can be imported at a cost, can be exported for money. We'll do balance for now. So now we have a furniture factory where we can start making furniture out of that wood that we're producing. Can't go to space without furniture. IKEA must colonize the moon. Now we'll have to do a factory area somewhere else. Alright, good demand on more homes. I think we'll start by making this area high density. Maybe like this area. Good. Looks good, yeah. City's looking real nice. And we got some bus routes going, and I'm sure traffic is still horrendous, but... Oh, wow. It's actually not that bad in the city. Here at the highway it is with this traffic light here, but we'll have to come up with more solutions to get people into the city a little later. Maybe it's because I put a landmark here. Maybe I should move that. I didn't think people would stop to, like, pull over to take pictures of it. I like adding the water tower to the industries. It looks nice. Kind of a discreet way to add more water. You grew up in Florida. Tourists will stop to take pictures of local plants. Tourists are weird. Seems so. Yeah, we're having trash problems. Let's go ahead and turn these back on. I think we need to do more incinerators. We might have better ones. Nah, but we could do some recycling. Eventually. Nice. What does that say? Wind Star. Dutch breathing intensifies. That, yeah, that'd be the wind. That's what causes that wind. Ooh, an eco-friendly incinerator plant. Ooh, that is not size-friendly, though. That is a big old building. Does it burn more? It does about 8,000 more. It also outputs 12 megawatts. Oh, it's about the same. It's just less pollution. Okay. So a bigger footprint, but everything seems the same. Bigger footprint, but also less pollution. Stats are the same. Alright, well that's alright until that, until the, farm grows, I suppose. We unlocked trains at 8,000. So let's get to 8,000. Ooh, the city looks nice. Actually, we've increased the capacity of the city quite a bit. So population will go up. More demand for offices, too, I'm sure. Crazy amount of money coming in. And we need more education. High school and elementary. Ooh, Modern Technology Institute. Ooh. We have an Institute of Creative Arts alternative to high school. You live 15 miles from a bunch of sawmills? Oh, that's interesting. Where's the Amy Jo Johnson Space Center being built? Oh, we're gonna have to name that, aren't we? Well, we could build it here. I think I had plans for something else, but a school would be perfect there. A beautiful fit. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, that was a good call. Hey, the farm is level 2. Flour mill, bakery, cattle shed, barns. Okay. Now we can start making bread. Nice. Over 9,000. Let's put down another elementary school. We have the high capacity elementary school, but it's a little too much, I think. Put these two schools together. And we'll put some offices down there. Ooh, population bussing now, almost up to 8K. Is there trade or technical school available? There might be something like that. Not at the moment, I think, from what I've seen, but I think there might be technical schools and or universities that you can eventually build. I think when you build universities, I think eventually you can do like schools of law, medicine, technology, I think. And then there's like trade schools that you can build before that, I think. I would like to build all of those, yeah. We're eventually going to have to build a university. Yeah, that power line, though. Yeah, we'll name a city called Buston. A little smaller playground here for the kids, but it'll be kind of part of an educational complex. That looks cool, all those buildings along the waterfront like that. Convert this commercial to office. Offices look way nicer. That style looks way nicer along the water than, like, these buildings. These kind of remind me of, like, mid-size Japanese buildings, these ones here. A lot of buildings will look like that. I think we'll go for the office buildings instead. Damn, now we're making 10K? Damn. What's up, Danny K? Oh, chat, I got more giveaways to do on the Discord. I think we did some yesterday for Christmas, but I got to do some more for the end of the year. Don't forget to jump on there. I'm going to drop some keys at random today. Yeah, I think our trees will look nicer when the water pollution goes down a little bit. We're getting rid of the... There's a bunch of water pollution here, and it's disappearing. Well, we need to get more education going. But elementary looks good, and high school looks good. We haven't built a university yet. And the library is good, but we could be better. Oh, there it is, trade school. Trade school campus area. I don't think we've unlocked it yet. Trade school groundskeeping. Oh, we might need to make a university area for that first. Not, I think we've unlocked that. Paint campus area. Yeah, we might be able to do that. If we do a university, I think it should be on this side of the bridge here along the water. So before we mess with that, let's make more of these. What a beautiful city. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Every time I make a city, each city is more beautiful than the last one. Lessons learned from a previous build go into each city. It looks nicer every time. Yo, Bruce, thanks for the 10 bomb for chat. All right. Get those awesome gift emotes going. Thanks, Bruce. for dropping 10 memberships into the chat. And you know what? Yeah, I forgot. Should probably do one of these. Yeah, thank you, Bruce. Very nice. Oof. I don't know if somebody's going to be able to walk under that. We may have to redesign the bridge. Or maybe, can I raise it up? Oh, I probably could, couldn't I? Okay, I raised the bridge slightly. We'd have to raise the starting points a little bit. Yeah, we'll fiddle with it a little bit later. But they're in the right spot for people to walk under, and we'll work on that. Okay, cool. Maybe you can win a membership too one day. Yep, just, you know, be active in the chat. Make sure you got it turned on to allow. All you got to do is just hit the join button, and then you can, like, turn that on. You can, like, opt into that. Memberships are cool, man. Lots of emotes. Fun stuff. I think the shoreline kind of look. This canal thing looks kind of weird. But I guess rivers are not always the same size all the way through. How much to live in a studio apartment in your city? Just subscribing. So you can do that for free. One subscription equals a house. How about that? Chat, in city skylines, does trees help to remove pollution, like on the ground and stuff? Like if you had a really pollutive, like, city dump, and then you deleted it and built a bunch of trees, does that help to remove, like, ground and air pollution faster? It does? Okay. That is cool. So I guess here there's a lot of ground pollution here, so we'll see if our water was quite dirty, so. Ooh, now we got power problems. What do we got for options? Ooh, geothermal or a solar updraft tower. Merry belated Christmas, everyone. Well, hello, Pinto. How are you? I do want to do the updraft and I do want to do the geothermal, but I want to do solar first. We need to double our population, though. You're at the end of a cold? Well, good. I'm glad you're, like, at home so you can rest for that. Or at least I hope you're at home. Anyway, the campus area looks nice. I do not like the power lines, though. But there's really no better place to put them, really. No, 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 no. Let's see if they build a building there. Come back to that later. And it's really cool how that bridge is like built into that, though. Can I raise that? No. Those power lines will be out of here soon. Fire safety's pretty good. Could build a fire department specifically for the industrial area. That'll have a positive effect. Yeah, the incinerators can't keep up with the amount of trash we're making. Can you build canals in City Skylines? Yeah, you can. There's some pre-designed canals that you can lay out. So you can build like a couple of different sizes of canals. And you can also build flood walls and different styles of like quays and waterway things. Like seawalls, yeah. European pedestrian bridge. That'd be kind of cool for the campus. Oh, wait a minute. Perfect. There's frickin' tennis courts there. We could connect that for the university. It could be the university's tennis courts. Hoglad emote. It's gonna need to be as tall as that bridge, though. I do like how the pedestrian, or the, like the seawall has kind of like a pedestrian walkway built into it. That's way too tall. Holy hell. And that's why the Move It mod is so important, because getting the size of things right is really important for making it look realistic. Right now it looks like a roller coaster. I think the Move It mod, I think, even allows you to move where the beams are. There's a way to like make it so you can remove support beams so it doesn't look as weird. That looks a little too, I don't know. I don't like the fact that that's wooden. Can we try the American style? Well, the American pedestrian bridge. Oh, we could do a mix of both. Yeah, the European bridge at the start and then the American one to cross. A little more narrow and has less support beams. That's cool. And a nightmare for river traffic, but I don't know if we're going to have anything going up and down this canal, but we probably should. That's cool. Oh, Pinto. Are you there? Yeah, that looks great. We can move the support beams, so I'm pretty sure there's a way to do that. Yep. You enjoyed the Dark and Darker streams? Awesome. Yeah, unfortunately the thing ended this morning, but I'm glad we got to play last night one last time. Yeah, the American Bridge is perfect for this project. That's a big O span, but okay. I think that's good. Freedom Bridge, brother. Yeah, so there's definitely got to be a European, a campus here with the bridge there and all that stuff. That's just gonna look amazing. That's cool. Really looking awesome. The Frito-Lay Bridge. Hell yeah. The Freedom-Lay Bridge. Hell yeah. From a distance, the American Bridge looks unstable. Yeah, it could be, but this is only going to be pedestrian traffic, so I don't know. You could say it's like suspended somehow. I don't know. I'm no bridge expert, but it looks plausible. And people are already walking across. Good. But also, a lot of good foot traffic can go on this two-lane bridge, too. And the nice thing is people can literally walk from the university campus up to the Clock Tower Park, and that connects pretty much. I mean, you could almost walk to university if you wanted to. But we'll decorate all that later. Okay, well that looks cool. That's the foundations of the university. Let's try to get the population up to 8K because it'll unlock a lot of good stuff for us. There's another bridge like that in Copenhagen. Oh, that's really slender like that. Yeah, there is that London bridge like that too. I remember it from like the Harry Potter movies or whatever. There's that really narrow bridge that goes across. Is Dark and Darker over? Yes, the playtest ended this morning. It'll be back around February, though. Dark and Darker is not yet released, so it's kind of like a free playtest. But that was a fantastic way to do that game. I mean, I think that was probably one of the most popular games on Steam for its third playtest. I'd been wanting to play it a long time, but me and everyone else was just kind of too busy to get into it. But I really loved playing it last night with Jerry and Red and Lumberjack over the course of time that we were able to play. All right, so yeah, let's focus on buildings for residential. We can definitely make these larger. Oh, we got bike lanes here. Calm down, Dutch people. Bike lanes and windmills in the city. Calm down. How's that bus route doing? 94 people riding per week? Really? There's way more than 94 people at that bus stop. That looks like a crazy amount of people at that bus stop. Yeah, you can build harbors in this. Yep. I really hope that they make a DLC that more focuses on harbors as well. And that would go great with the industrial DLC. I'm starting to get pretty good at this game. Yes. I went back and looked at my very first city that I built seriously, like in 2015, and I was like, man, it'd be really cool to do a video where I go back to my first city and like try to revamp it with all, like, imagine your first city, vanilla, like there were no mods that existed, there were no DLCs out, and then trying to go back to that. It's like, imagine in The Sims, going back to your first house in The Sims and trying to, like, you know, redo your Sims house with all the DLCs. Like, you have your first day one Sims 4 vanilla house, and then you try to it would look completely different, but it'd be really cool. You'd rather play Project Zomboid, true. Well, that's kind of a house builder too. You build a house in that game. Yeah, City Builder Week begins, yeah. Except I think it's going to go like 2 or 3 weeks because there's too many games and not enough time. So we'll play them all. And we'll do it. It'll take a long time. Because games are fun. Alright, more houses being built. More population. We got to get to 8K. We're going to try to get to 8K. I wonder how, if we make this city efficiently enough, and if we have enough supply and storage for all the things that the rocket needs, eventually we'll make it like an industrial sector near the rocket, storing like oil and iron ore, whatever else they need to build the rocket, whatever the requirements are. We're going to build it over there and be able to store all those materials on site so we can build the rocket quickly. Mini rockets quickly. We're colonizing space. Minnesota is home to over 4,000 miles of paved biking trails. Seems about right. I've seen a lot of those. Alright, traffic's gonna get a lot heavier. Yo, what's up, Alex? How you doing, man? Darren Farmer, good to see you. Welcome. Welcome, everybody, yeah. Alright, so, yeah, we just need 1,000 people in the city. Then we gotta start thinking about this campus. Something like that. Amos, thank you very much for the €1. Thanks. Well, the larger buildings are slowly building, but it's giving us a lot more population. Farm is now a tier 2. Let's expand on the farm while we wait for the city to grow. And we'll have to worry about our trash problem. More trash. Small barn. Not in the industrial area? Oh. That should be able to be put wherever. Alright, crops equal flour. And flour equals bread. Cool little shed for the workers. And then, what about that bakery? Oh wait, that must be a new factory that unlocks separately. Cool. Maybe we should do a city policy that advertises mass transit. Parks and Recreation, let's do that. John, thanks for the 1. Appreciate that. Automated sorting for mail. Book fair increases library happiness. That's good. Education boost. That's good. Filter industrial waste. Let's reduce pollution a bit. Let's see. Tourists in the area will visit parks more often. Not really doing tourism yet. Is there a way to fix pollution caused at the beginning of the game? Yeah, eventually if we eventually deleted this area, it would stay this weird purple color for a while, but eventually it will go away. If you build a bunch of trees and don't build anything there for a while, then eventually you can build something else on it. Have I ever thought about putting sunglasses in the merch store? I guess it depends on what they offer in the store. Exclamation point merch, though, if you want to check out what's in there. Gonna need another spot for trash. Well, incineration of trash. We could put it across the road. Eventually the rail is going to have to... I guess we'll wait until we can build a railroad. Ooh, it produces raw materials from recycling. Good. Maybe we'll do a little factory sector down here or something. Bakeries and such. Industrial needs a buffer between it. Sag, alright. Alright, trash isn't too bad. Getting close to 8,000 though. Elementary school capacity. A good thing we did the educational boost. You want Sag merch? Sure. Now we're gonna build more houses down here. So we need another elementary school. Nice. We have more than enough power for a while. Sag Bear could be a great mascot. Ugh. Ugh. Ew. Alright, that needs to be improved a little bit there. That's better. Someone built Mars out of City Skylines. That's true. Somebody did a really cool... Like, didn't they convert roads into conveyor belts? It was a crazy, insane mod. They did, like, all this automation and stuff. That was really cool. How many schools are there so far? I think we have, like, 5 elementary schools and 2 high schools, I think. High schools, I think, by default, have higher capacity. So the Mars lander made out of gingerbread? Oh, that sounds great. Oh my goodness. All the decisions we made increased our income like crazy. And or maybe the new people moving in, but not enough raw materials. More crops are needed. Oh, that looks good. Well, actually, we have plenty of crops. Oh, there we go. Just needs to be shipped there. Hey, now we're a small city. Perfect. Monorails. Oh, man, it'd be cool to have a cable car going across the river. That'd be cool. Are there middle or junior high schools in the game? I think it just goes elementary, then middle school, then university. But there might be mods to add more educational options. I think we should do a cable car across the river. Cargo. Oh, did we unlock trains? We must have. And a hydropower plant. That won't really help us here. All right, we have trains unlocked. Oh, there they are. Gonna have to build it over here, I think, or kind of needs to be over here, although we'll put it over there later. Boy, maybe we should add some lanes. Alright, we are able to process more trash than we got coming in, so that's good. Ooh, the farm looks really neat. I like how that farm looks. Yeah, we gotta get these buildings along the shoreline to go office, so they blend better. I'll leave a couple commercial. There we go. Really need an area to deal with our trash and whatnot. Could be here on this section. Yeah, we can move the water treatment. Actually, what do we have for water treatment now? Oh, we can't do treatment until 12,000. Okay. I'd like to edit this island to be trash incineration and water treatment. Gonna have to make a couple bridges, though, to get over here. And the train could come down, too. Oh. We could make this sector kind of more industrial with factories. Ah, that's true. The train wouldn't have to go so far to get into the city to get industrial goods. Well, we are going to have the train go to several areas. Because we'll need to import goods as well for the rocket, for our space program. Let's do a truss bridge. Truss and safety. Actually, that section looks cool. Can we do a narrow 4-lane? Oh. The hell? I actually kind of like it. Unfortunately, the key is in the way. We'll go with that for now, though, because that looks cool. Nope. The way we had it the first time was actually quite nice. That might be it. That's better. Oh, it kind of shrinks the bridge a little bit. It's close. Yeah, it's bridge over troubled water for sure. Hey, bridges are important, you know? Like, they really stand out. Gotta make sure they look good. This section needs to be a little shorter. Yeah, that's better. I think we got it, boys. That's a win. Yep. It'll look better when we put the key and stuff around, but alright, that's good. Now we need the train to come down. Which is weird, they won't let you build the damn train line until you put down a train, like... You gotta put down a train station. But everything left side of this bridge and road will be industrial. Yes. I have spoken. Yes. For it is my decree. Let's do an industrial road. Industrial gives that... There's a really cool bridge it builds. Oh, darn. Never mind, I think it's the 4-lane industrial. Oh. I think if you build a bridge long enough, it becomes a truss bridge for the industrial road. Okay, well, we got to flatten all that land out there. However, I'm going to put that down now, knowing that we're going to move it. What's up, Tan? As soon as that landfill site is empty. That's a little steep. We'll definitely be rebuilding that bridge. I know there's a train bridge that I... Oh, yeah. European Rail Bridge. High-speed viaduct. European Rail Bridge 2. One lane, one-way bowstring truss. Ah. Well, we could have this rail line come in and then one rail line go out. Now we can connect rail going this way. Pretty decent. Alright, so now we're building more of the industrial that's needed. More industrial's needed. We're actually laying like some of the initial groundwork for building this space program. Hey, what's up, Ian? How you doing, man? Joel, good to see you. Victoria, welcome. Good to see so many people in the chat. Welcome, everybody. Merry Christmas if you weren't here, by the way. Happy holidays, New Year as well, coming very soon. Soon. Oh, I love these little blue viaduct bridges. Needs to be parallel with the road, though. Okay. That just needs to get moved out of the way. When it's empty, we'll make the curve. But I think we really want to do an industrial loading area over here. No. This will have to be for waste treatment. Garbage and water treatment. But the train's going to have to go through there. And we're going to have to get power across this side again, too. Actually, this is a really good spot for power lines to go. This will discreetly hide the power going to the other island. Ooh. The farm's level 3. We can make a lemonade pack. Wait, what? Milking. Oh, milking parlor for... Okay. Lemonade factory, milking parlor, medium crop and vegetable fields. All right, cool. Cool. Raptor engines on those rockets? Hell yeah. Soon enough. Alright, that's at 19%, so it'll be empty soon. You know what? It'd be really interesting to use this island to build our railroad up that way. Oh, that's gonna look cool as hell. Can you build underwater tunnels? Yes, yes you can. Yep. A lot of stuff can be built underground. Except for power lines without mods, which is like, okay. Oh, the movement mod shouldn't even be a mod. It needs to be a heavily worked on vanilla feature. What? Okay, let's go along the river. See what it does if I just trust it to do its own thing. Not bad, but the bridge is horrible. So we'll have to edit that, but that's fine. Lol, city skylines. So, Brian, you're a big fan? Hey, thanks for watching, dude. This makes it a lot more interesting. Not really happy with this tight turn, but trains at slow speeds can make that turn. And they're going to be going slow when they leave the station anyway. Right? Alright, that looks pretty cool, actually. And I'm glad we incorporated this island here. Not sure how I feel about that turn, but probably work on that. And the ground elevation for it. That's a minor thing. Okay, well, I didn't think we'd actually leave that there, but now it's there. And when that's empty, we can connect the train. Strengthening our industry. Population now approaching 10,000. And we need to go over here, don't we? To Trash Island. This island also has oil on it, so makes sense to industrialize. What if I move the station to the other side of the road, over here? Then the train line would have to come in this way. But the good news is we can get rid of this. And you work on the university now. Yeah, I mean, if I built it on this side, the railroad would just have to somehow cross here. And in City Skylines, there ain't no way we're going to be able to make a, like some sort of a train intersection there. Faculty, university. Oh. Yeah, police stations are pretty good. Oh, the train is leaving fully loaded. How are we going to do with the European? Is there a one-way European? Ooh. That's nice. Now let's see how it looks. Absolutely turboing out of there. Damn. Alright, well, we built our first rocket. That'd be the train. Wow. Bussin' Island, yeah. Alright, cool. So right now it's export only, but... let's connect these power lines differently. Well, unfortunately, remove that wall a little bit. Alright, that person would need a substation at the end of the street, but... What's up, Jeff? There we go, a little sound barrier for the train. Cool. That's going to give the industrial area a lot more room once we get rid of the... Maybe we'll keep the recycling center there or something, but... Cool thing about the recycling center is it'll actually get materials for us. So, like, you know, collected alloys and things. Junk. Yeah, brother, yeah. Nice. Yeah, we're going to need that industry if we're going to build a rocket, man. Rocket man. I think there's actually ore over here, too, for the mining industry. Oh, yeah. Ooh, it's all down here. Okay. So oil and ore, yeah. This can definitely be our, yep, industrial and other things. Oh, it's almost a perfect spot to build a bridge there. Alright, more power plants are needed. Maybe we should just go for geothermal for now so that way we don't end up with 30,000 windmills. I really wish they would let you build different windmills that were more expensive based on your city's needs. Well, let's plop this down here for now. It'll make it look like it's part of the windmills or something. I don't know. I just wish you could build better windmills, you know, that were more expensive. Cities, SimCity has that where you can research the better windmills, and they're really cool. So we gotta build a road that goes over here somehow. Let's have to make a level crossing. Make a nice road up the coast, I suppose. Or a tunnel. Yeah, geothermal's really a good thing in this game. It provides a very good amount of power. That plant we just built provides 80. That's pretty good. Coal power plant, for example, produces 40. Oh, this looks okay. Is Warno better than Regiments? It's depending on what you want to do. I like Warno for its... I like Regiments for its single player, and how it really reminds me a lot of World in Conflict. Although it's not exactly like it, but it really is the closest thing at the moment to it. But I think if you want to play multiplayer, I don't even think Regiments has that, and I think most of the multiplayer community is focusing on Warno. But I think both are great, and I think both are great additions to, like, RTS lovers' libraries, and more modern RTSs, too. Oh, that looks cool. Looks like a fun drive. I think so, too. You got several crossings like that in Denver with train overhead and road underneath. Yeah, those are cool. I'm just going to paint this district for basically water treatment and trash. So DMCA Island it is. Rename that to something later. I think what I'm going to do, too, is I'm going to, like, dig out this notch here and then, like, make water treatment go in there. Oh, it's still 4%. Maybe we'll put the crossing here. No, I bet it won't let me because, yeah, it's part of the station there. Okay. What's up, Super Space Marine? Welcome. Alright, we're going to need water and power connected over here, too. Man, this map's looking more and more full as it is. Got a long way to go, but I mean, it's pretty impressive so far. I'd like to see a realistic railroad DLC with freight yards, terminals, and better looking engines and cars would be cool. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because they have, you're right. In City Skylines, they have like all sorts of packs for like emergency services from all over the world, like different sized garbage trucks and stuff. So yeah, why not, you know, like police cars, and they got different buses and stuff in the game, so why not have different trains? And different things that trains can do beyond, you know, more a rail centric and metro environment. Yeah. And then the ability to make high-speed rail lines and freight lines, and yeah, that'd be kind of cool. It'd become more like Transport Fever. I really hope Transport Fever. So the people who made City Skylines made a game before this called Cities in Motion, and Cities in Motion was really focused on like mass transit and buses and building like ferry networks and things like that. And Transport Fever is kind of like that too, but more city building. And I'd love to see something that's like Transport Fever 2, City Skylines, and Cities in Motion combined. Because it seems like a lot of people really like the infrastructure in this game, and that's very important, of course, to get around. So I'd love to see more of that too. Yeah, we have bus routes in the city, and they were actually working pretty good. How many people are taking the bus? 105 per week. Not too bad. Like, we got one main route set up. I'm gonna do more when I add the. We're gonna do a college campus down here, and once I build that, I'm gonna make that a major part of it too. So I'm gonna probably rework our initial lines and go horizontally. So we'll probably have we're gonna have a bunch of connections here, I think, at this park, and then have it go that way. All right, we got trash problems. We're just waiting for that to be empty so we can do our trash. In fact, we could probably get started with that. I think these will be placeholders for now. These are like advanced waste treatment buildings. Or advanced incinerators for garbage. Good. Garbage truck army go. Oh, good. Landfill's always a good thing to have extra, just in case if you get your capacity on incinerators, the landfills, even if you're over by like 1%, it'll take a very long time for the landfill to fill up. And it buys you a lot of time. Cool. I want to make these bridges lower. More flush with the seawall. Yo, Bayou, thanks for the 10. Merry Christmas wishes. Thank you very much. It's very nice of you. Alright, so we'll let all 4 of these incinerators run for a while. Just till we get the numbers down.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Gotta put something down here. Can't be industrial, though. There's too much residential. Ah, I know. It's gonna have to be a... We could do an off-ramp to get to other sections of the city. Maybe right here. Yeah, but we don't want that going into the industrial, because that's got a lot of traffic already. Pollution will lessen a little bit. Look at that, just pure... I mean, look at that. That's reactor 4 right there. really nice. You never tried to incorporate a subway system before? Yeah, subway systems are really nice when you have multiple, like landmarks to visit, museums, football stadiums, airports, and when they're all kind of close together, it makes those a lot better because they can go a pretty short distance pretty quickly and carry a lot of people. So when you got people coming and going from places over and over again, it's really helpful for that. Not so good for like the daily commute of like one side of the town going to the other and then back, but much better for when you got like airports seriously set up. Is there a way to see noise pollution? Yeah, we were pretty smart to remove a lot of that stuff. How the hell is a drugstore like too loud? It's just a pharmacy with people screaming when they come out of there. You want me to set up a bus route called Tan Lines? Oh yeah. Gotta have a tropical beach for that. Then it would be a quadruple entendre. I like it. We'll have to start with the financial district stuff too. Although, if we do too much, this is going to end up like New York City with a space program, and we don't necessarily want that. But I like the idea of having banks and stuff and that lowering crime. Yeah, Walgreens, but just loud. Any more trains? No more trains. Yeah, I definitely need to do something with a road network back here because it's a really long way to go. That looks cool. Oh, this is part of the Heart of Korea DLC as well. Okay, we're getting ready to move all the trash to the other side. Recycling might stay here. Oh, we got a lot of nice green spaces in this game. And Lunar Park is nice and quiet. We don't have like a massive park. I think it should reach 3-star, but they want us to add more buildings for that, and it's like, How come I can't rebuild? Building needs to be searched for survivors by a disaster response unit. Oh. There are no survivors. Problem solved. Next. There we go. Good, good. Profit margins must be maintained. Ooh, looks like the number of trash being processed is dropping. Good. Bum, 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 bum. Rain again. Oh boy. Almost $10,000 of, well, over. Well, we got over $1 million. That's good. Take a look at budgets. We'll increase the trash budgets a bit since we're trying to solve that problem. Crime rate is high. Down at the old incinerator. Oh yeah, that's where it always goes down. Oh, an intelligence agency. Ooh. Oh, you hit the like button? Thank you very much. It's that guy. Thanks for the support. I guess we'll put a police station there for now. Be a pretty easy job. It'd be like all you have to do is respond to calls from the train station or the 2 eco plants. You'd never have to do anything. Oh, we can change garbage trucks. Hell yeah, brother, bring out those big O trucks. Let's see what happens when they send out the big ones. Oh, one of them speeding. Oh, requesting backup. Oh, it's really going down. Oh, pit maneuver. Gonna need some backup for that one. Calling all cars. Alright, well that should solve some of that crime. Okay, we've laid more of the foundation for South City. Farm's already at 3-star, damn. Logging industry can expand too, we just need to add more workers to it. Yeah, we need 25 more workers. So, that's pretty nice. Alright, that'll be a 3-star now shortly. Yo, what's up, Rail fan? How you doing? Bum, 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 bum. Oh, now we can build our university, can't we? Yeah, we could build it with bus lanes in anticipation. We'll have to figure out how large these buildings are, but we are going to build a university here. Nice. Oh, that works really smooth. Wait. Total profit is negative 568. Ooh. That's alright, we'll get ready to build our furniture factory, actually. We did want to build that, and since that's going to level up, that'll bring in a lot more people. Alright, I think I might build a bridge here. There we go. Printing press, medium trees, and a large log yard. Printing press, too. Wait, the biomass pellet plant is making paper? We need to make a lot more lumber. There we go. I basically think times that by 2. Michael, you got a gifted membership? Awesome. Congratulations. Yeah, thank you to everybody dropping gift bombs for chat. Glad to see you're excited. Enjoy your new emotes. Nice. Gotta move this down 1 block. That looks better. Good. Good. City looks good. I think so too. It's getting a lot better. Everything's step by step and slow and go, but that's what makes the game fun. Just having unlimited money and just building a city is totally fun too, but this has been fun. Okay. Damn, another fully loaded train. I'm glad we built that. Since we're kind of on an island, this is the best way to ship stuff out. Money? Yeah, we have like $1.3 million. Pretty good amount of cash. Still thinking about what to do down here. Alright. Well, we just built another school down there, so... Looks like commercial's in demand. So people want more jobs, and then we've got more industrial on the way. Soon. There are no skyscraper? Not in the town yet, but there is a skyscraper DLC too. We can manually put them in, or we can kind of wait for the conditions are right. But being able to put them in manually is nice, because then you can kind of control where it pops up and what it looks like. Which is pretty cool. Oh, look at the train go. That's so cool. Look at that train go, man. It's nice. Every time that thing heads out, it's like we're making some good money, too. Like, you know that we're doing bitness. Bitness is happening. Big bitness. Ooh, a medium crop field. Let's do corn. Actually, wait, how would a greenhouse look? Ooh. That looks cool. Yeah, banks are in the game now. They collect money from businesses and then lower the chance of robbery. So they're like a crime prevention building. Like, police respond to crimes, but the banks kind of prevent the crime from being, like, happening. Which is kind of cool, like you can prevent crime. Alright, let's do... Oh, we need to do some more fruits. Yeah, we'll do those next. Let's do corn. What do you mean water's needed? It's literally raining. And it's corn. Ugh. Oh, that farm's looking really nice. The bank gets robbed so you don't have to. I still want to grow cotton and also have more orchards. Is there any sort of medium silo? Small barn. Nice. Raptor, since it's the winter sale on Steam DLC. Oh, out of the hundreds, have you... Oh, any DLC out of the hundreds would you recommend? For this? Or any game? I mean, I think the games that have the most amount of DLC might be good to get in this sale. You know, like The Sims and City Skylines. Any sort of building game, they usually have like tons of little add-ons and doodads and other things like that, so... But top three for this one would be like the Industrial DLC, the Mass Transit DLC, and like the Airports DLC for me. And then, in fact, this is the Industrial one right now. And the Industrial one is cool because it helps you to use more of your population. Like specifically for making certain things, so I think it's a good one. Okay, we need, yep, fruit fields now. Yeah. That's a greenhouse? Nah. We'll put that building somewhere else. It looks like a fortress. Ooh, damn. Farm area is bussin'. Yeah, we got traffic problems now. Alright, that's the next thing to address then, is traffic. And it seems like everybody wants to go over here. I'd like to do an off-ramp over here, but that seems hilarious to build an off-ramp just to go to a farm. But honestly, we could redesign this whole thing now. Now that we got some money and actual areas designed. Okay, when the landfill is empty, we're deleting all of that. Oh, these aren't even polluting that much. Do we have a nug farm yet? Not yet. Oh, damn, the farm reached level 4. That's unexpected. Okay, I did not expect this many people coming in and out of the farm. Roundabout time. Also, what I think we'll do is this. This road will become an out. And we'll let the traffic take the long way. I can't believe we were allowed to do that. We're playing with all the DLC. But not a 6-lane one-way road? Oh, I guess there is. It's a 4-lane one-way. Yeah, it's off a little bit, but that's fine. Oh, let's see how that works. You joined the Discord? Awesome, dude. Welcome aboard the Discord. Gonna have some giveaways and stuff on there, too, for the Christmas season, so make sure you're on there. Everybody's welcome. All those trucks picking up flour.
Now that's a lot of damage!
Yeah. True. Yeah, maybe we should force everybody to go to that avenue. Once we start on our buses, or rather our university, the additional buses will fix a lot of that. And also, we've got plenty of plans to redo this and this. I got ideas. Oh, well, there we go. That helped a lot of the traffic. It's moving. Well, I wonder if we could just make an exit from the farm to the highway. How much of that traffic is just going up to the highway? Now let's do a little experiment. Yo, Mila, thank you for the 3 months as a Raptor egg. Thanks for the support. New member, welcome. There, we'll see about that. Yeah, I can't believe how much is coming out of that farming area. Like every one of those little white trucks like this, that looks like a garbage truck, that's actually hauling flour. So the flour mill is bussin'. Like every time a single particle of flour is made, they send out a truck. Like, you need me, brother? It's like, no, we're not even, I'm on my way. Okay. Okay. Oh, you're right. We can make... Well, now, hold on. That's a good idea. At the farms, we're already making wheat for flour, which could make pizza dough. All we got to do is grow tomatoes, which arguably could already be being made in this greenhouse here. So, all we need now is cows for the cheese and possible topping. Tasty. Traffic's actually looking a lot better. Cars are moving. Mostly. You know it's a problem though when the highway's backed up. Like if you see anything on the highway sections coming into your city, yeah, that's a bad time. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh, that's what they're doing. Oh no. They're bringing all the stuff from the farm and the logging district through the city to the train depot here. Oh god, no. I knew we would have some, but that's like 10 times as much as I'd even anticipated. We're gonna have to have something come through here, yeah. Actually, that's perfect now. Could build a little tunnel. Yeah, for the farmers to get to the, wonder if there's a way to direct industrial traffic to not take this road. Alright. That's something we're going to have to work on, is making a tunnel to cut under the highway and then just go along the coast. I got ideas. I got some ideas. Well, we're gonna build another bridge. Maybe. Not enough buyers for products. Oh, we're making too much. I think they're just having trouble getting to the train station. I think people will buy that. It's flour after all. People always want bread. Not too many people taking the highway, so... Yeah, we could do a 2-lane highway. Nah, no. Start small. Yeah, not bad. So I guess this is an industrial bypass to get everybody, all the industrial traffic from the logging camps and the farm should go through here. We're gonna have to figure out how to get it to the train terminal, and we'll probably make this a one-way bridge. That'll go back this way to the left. Hey, what's up, Carlos? Same to you. They're getting power from the waste incinerators down there. Now we're going to be redoing this area a few times. So what we could do is try to find a way to get the industrial sector connected to this on-ramp as well, so this bridge can be the one to go across to get to the train depot, and then they can take the northern one to go back. Hopefully that'll help out a lot of traffic in the area. Cool. In your opinion, the hardest area to level up in the game is the festival area. The concerts take forever. Oh, is that part of like the expo centers, or is that the like the stadium and stuff? I guess I have yet to encounter that. Sood. Alright, that looks good. Yay, truck's actually using it. Oh, under unique buildings. Oh. I guess this will be easier to redesign once this industrial thing is complete. Once we get rid of the rest of the trash and move everything down here. Cool. Trains are going out all the time, fully loaded. Look at that, another one. Good to see. Good to see. City's looking good. I agree. We got a long way to go, but I mean that's a pretty good amount of the map filled up already. You can already see the plan we have for this island kind of starting to take shape. Could build a downtown sector here with nice tall buildings. Maybe some industrial and suburban here, with this all being industrial. These islands maybe we'll just ignore. Turn into anything else will just be nature reserve, I suppose. And then we'll be ready to go to space. Gus, thanks for dropping a 5 bomb for chat. Thank you very much for dropping 5 gifted memberships. That's awesome, dude. That's really awesome. Thank you very much for the support. Well, speaking of islands, we'll be back a little later for some Lens Island on the channel. So thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in and subscribing. I'm going to go take a little break for a while, and I'll see you a little bit later for Lens Island, just up next. We'll probably play something with the boys later tonight, too, so we'll figure out who's around and what they're interested in playing, and we'll be back for City Skylines sometime soon. Soon. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. I'll see you in the next Big O stream. Thanks, everybody. See you shortly.